Hello everybody. Uh, Today I am on I-15 in between Logan, Utah and Ogden, Utah. This morning I woke up. I spent the night last night after I got loaded at a shipper. I ran out of time there, so I had to spend the night in their parking lot. Well, I got up this morning. They did not have any restroom or no food or no place to take a shower or anything like that. So I ran out of time there literally on my 70-hour clock. So I used personal conveyance this morning to move to a Flying J truck stop that was nearby, and took me about a little over 20 minutes to get here. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I am currently on I-15. However, I think the video that you're watching is on US 89, which is a link between Logan and Ogden. So anyway, it was just absolutely breathtaking gorgeous this morning. So with all the snow and the snow covering of the mountains, and for a Florida boy, this is just absolutely breathtaking. So I thought that you would enjoy it. It's one of those places that not a whole lot of people ever get to see. So anyway, that's why you're looking at what you're looking at. There's a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about. Number one is I've lived a pretty full life, and I've done a lot of things in my life, and a lot of people that find out that I am now driving a truck, they can't believe it because of things that I have done in my past and different jobs I have held. And for the past 30 years or so, I have been self-employed. I have owned a couple of different corporations. I've been the president, CEO of those corporations. Some of them are high technology. So people that know me and they find out that I'm driving a truck, they can't believe it. But absolutely, I am having a blast doing this. I have always wanted to see America, and this is the view from my office window is what I'm trying to share with you whenever I post these videos. My office window is my windshield, and unfortunately, even the video that you're seeing, when you can't look to the side, either side, and look down in the valleys and look up at the mountain tops. And but anyway, you get a good idea of what I'm looking at. But anyway, I've owned several businesses, and I've been self-employed for quite a while. My first 25 years of my working life, I drove a truck back when I was in high school and my first year of college, through a company that doesn't even exist anymore, and I had a chauffeur's license. That was before the CDLs came along, but anyway, I drove a truck briefly with them, and so I kind of had an idea of what it was like to drive a truck, but not to be an over-the-road driver to go from coast to coast and border to border. So anyway, I heard another driver mention that he was not in this for the money, and in order to be monetized for YouTube, you have to have over 1,000 subscribers. There's all kinds of other things that you have to meet their requirements in order to become monetized. And I really don't think that you make anything to really talk about until you get over 10,000 subscribers, and I don't know that I'll ever get that far. That's not my purpose for what I'm doing. I really just want to show, most of the people that watch my videos are friends and family, and a whole lot of the people that watch my videos are other drivers or people that want to be a truck driver. I know that whenever I was considering becoming an over-the-road truck driver, I watched several people's videos. One of them was named something about Travels with Jack, I think was the name of his videos, and he really produced some good ones, and that's kind of what I'm trying to base my videos on. just so people that want to get an idea of what it's like to be on the road, they'll have an idea that of what it's all about. Uh, Now, as far as promoting CRETE, I will be real upfront with you and tell you that it's a real benefit if you, to me, if you give them my driver code or my name whenever you're signing on to CRETE. So if you're thinking about switching companies, uh, I can tell you that CRETE is a good company. They generally do everything right. They've got some rules and regulations that sometimes irritate me, but for the most part, I'm driving where I want to drive. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm making, uh, uh, I'm getting all the miles that I want to get, and uh, without a whole lot of hassle from anybody trying to tell me how to do it or when to do it or whatever. I'm one of those guys, though, that the federal government makes you take a 10-hour break every day, and at 10 hours and 1 minute, I'm up, I'm dressed, I've made a pot of coffee, and I am ready to roll. And I try to drive my clock out every day. I shut down at night, and again, the next day, 10 hours and 1 minute, I'm up and trying to drive again and make as much money as I can while I'm out on the road. So if I'm going to be away from home, I want to make as much money as I possibly can. The other thing is I'm trying to build a nest egg to retire on. I've just turned 65. They have moved the retirement for full retirement with Social Security. You have to be 66 in 4 months if you were born during my age bracket. So 66 in 4 months will be the end of April in 2023. So I have a little over a year to go before I can do a full retirement with them. And your full retirement is based off of the income that you had during your last 6 quarters. So your last year is 4 quarters, so it'd be a year and a half. And I need to make as much money as I possibly can during these last 6 quarters in order to, it'll affect my income for the rest of my life. So that's part of it. As far as promoting CRETE, CRETE will give you, if somebody signs on and gives them your driver code or your name as a reference, they give that referring driver a $500 bonus as soon as you get through orientation. They give that driver a $500 bonus, and right now they're giving 3 cents a mile for every mile that new recruit drives for the first year. So it's about 40 or 50 bucks a week, depending on how many miles that driver drives. It's 40 or 50 bucks a week, and it's a $500 up front. So yes, there is some money involved in this, but I would not send anybody. I have tried to tell you over the last 40 videos that I've tried to point out the good points and the bad points and tell you when things are going good and when things are going bad, and I will continue to do this. I will tell you that within the last 3 weeks I have changed asset managers, which has made a tremendous difference. I won't get into why I did that, but I had a good enough reason that the operations manager that's over all of the asset managers, he agreed that he thought it was a good idea for me to switch asset managers, and so that's what I've done. And so far things have been real good and real smooth, and I'm real happy. So I am also back in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I had intended on coming back out here, but not really this quickly. But I am back in Cheyenne, Wyoming, working out of the Walmart distribution center here and running loads all over creation up here in the Northwest to Walmart stores. And that's what's got me. Let's see, a couple of days ago I left Cheyenne and went up to Billings, Montana, and then up to Great Falls, Montana, and then from Great Falls yesterday I drove all the way down to Logan, Utah, through Idaho to Logan, Utah, and I ran out of time on my 70 after I picked up the load. So they sent somebody else to come swap trailers with me, and I have an empty now. I'm headed back to Cheyenne, and that loaded trailer I picked up yesterday, it's probably already in Cheyenne, Wyoming by now. But anyway, there is some good points and some bad points. I really enjoy what I'm doing as far as delivering to the Walmarts. I know I've heard all kinds of horror stories with other companies about delivering to Walmarts, and I think it's delivering to the distribution centers. If they are a stickler about being on time. So if you're on time, you won't have any problems at all. But if you're not on time, you're going to sit and wait a while. And it may be because you were late, or it may be because you're early. They do not take loads early. So, and if you're late, they'll just have to fit you back in whenever they can, because they run a tight schedule. So if another driver, if you're late, you may have to wait on another driver to miss his appointment in order for them to fit you in. So anyway, I have been self-employed, and I've had a pretty full life. I worked for a chemical company for my first 25 years of working after I got out of college. I started out with the dirtiest, nastiest job in the plant, and worked my way up through the operations end of it, and through the maintenance end of it, the mechanical end of it, and then I got into management, and I took an early retirement from them, and back in 1996, and I've been self-employed ever since. So I've had companies that really made a lot of money, and I've had several companies that were a flop. You know, people just there wasn't enough business to maintain the wasn't enough customers to maintain the business. So anyway, this video is about over. It really helps me if you subscribe to this. Once I get over 500 subscribers, I can produce longer videos and perhaps show you a little bit more. So that's kind of my goal right now, is to get over 500 subscribers so that I can produce longer videos. So it really helps me if you subscribe. It also helps me if you like the video. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope that you enjoy what you're seeing. If there's anything in particular that you would like to see or like to know, please comment down below, or send me a email at JiggyFlyTrucker@gmail.com. JiggyFlyTrucker@gmail.com, or comment below, and I will do my best to accommodate you. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe.